Welcome. Today we're going to talk about how to lose weight in your 40s and 50s without giving up the foods that you love. So, my name is Kathy Cote. I am 53 years old. I am a certified personal trainer through NASM. I'm also a certified nutrition coach through Precision Nutrition, and I have a specialization in hormones and the metabolism. And I had my own weight struggles as I started going through my 40s. So I feel like literally I've almost always been on a diet since I've had kids, and repeating the process and losing weight and then gaining it back, losing weight and gaining it back. And finally, just before I turned 50, I said, I need to get this under control. And so what I was doing wasn't working, and so I hired a coach, and that inspired me to actually become a coach myself. So in the process, I've learned, it's not just nutrition. That was a big piece of it for me. I was exercising a lot. I knew the nutrition wasn't, my nutrition wasn't on point, and so I knew nutrition was important, but as I'm going through and working with other women, I realized it's also metabolism and hormones, and so I've really dove deep into that. So let's get into it. I've helped women from all over the world. I've helped them lose weight in menopause, and so I know this works, right? So when we're in our 40s and 50s, the things that we used to do just stop working, and we still do them, right? And there's a few reasons for that. One is because they used to work. So, we have that validation that used to work. And so we also get stuck in thinking that this is the only way. And we grew up with this thinking that eat less, exercise more, like that's the way to lose weight. And that, in fact, is the reason why we are actually stuck with where we are. So I'm gonna put this up. I know this is really tiny for you guys watching. I'm so sorry. All right, so the things that we are doing, exercising more, eating less, are leading to symptoms like fatigue and no energy, brain fog and memory loss, belly fat and weight gain, moodiness, bitchiness, intolerance, just having like a short temper, depression, feelings of despair or isolation, hair loss, changes in our skin, hair and nails, loss of libido, right? You're just like, don't touch me, don't even look at me. And anxiety and just worrying about everything. And then we can't sleep, and even though we're completely tired, right? We're just worn out, but we can't sleep. And then when we start to have issues like bloating, maybe some food intolerances, and these all start to pop up in our 40s and 50s. And the thing is this didn't happen overnight, right? It seems like it happened overnight, but in reality, these things have been going on for a while. But the thing that really gets our attention is the belly fat and the weight gain, and we're like, all right, enough is enough. So you're probably doing a few of these things, right? In our search for weight loss, maybe you are focusing on how many calories that you burn doing cardio. And maybe you're not weight training, or you're not lifting heavy enough to elicit a muscle response. Maybe you're eating too little. That 1,200 calories from MyFitnessPal is doing you dirty, right? You put in, I want to lose 2 pounds a week. Oh, of course you do. But that is just, it's not enough calories. And then maybe you're not eating enough protein. Protein needs for women need to be around 0.7 at the lowest to 1.0 grams per pound of body weight for optimal results. And maybe you're drinking your calories, and not just alcohol. I'm talking about all those sugary beverages and the coffees and the lattes. And maybe you're stressed as fuck and you're not sleeping well. These are all things that are going to lead to you not being able to lose weight. So what I want you to do is let's figure out how many calories you should be eating. So if you go to my website, actually I'm just gonna give you it's not on my website. So you're gonna go to my online calorie calculator and just punch in, it's plan, P-L-A-N, catalystfitness.net. So that's Catalyst with a K, K-A-T-A-L-Y-S-T, fitness.net. And work your way through that calorie calculator. And when it comes to, it's going to ask you if you want to lose weight. And if that is the case, then go ahead and put yourself in for 4 pounds of weight loss in 4 weeks. So you're just going to subtract 4 pounds from your current weight, and then you're going to enter 4 weeks from now. For this video, it's November 17th. And so go ahead and work your way through that. Just make sure that you are putting it in for pounds instead of kilograms. Otherwise, it's going to come up with a completely different number. So while you are doing that, it's going to come up with a number pretty quickly. So you don't have to wait for an email or anything like that. So at this point, maybe just pause the video until you get your number. And then now that you have your number, you might be surprised at how big that maintenance calorie number is, right? And you might be thinking, that's a really high number. But this, in fact, is what you should be able to eat and maintain your weight. Now, I know, I can hear you right now. You're gonna say, if I ate that much, I would be huge. I would get fat, I would blow up, etc. Right? All of these things are thoughts that go through people's heads when they see that maintenance calorie number. So let's talk about the metabolism. And wouldn't you rather be, if you're eating very low calories and you're maintaining your weight, wouldn't you rather eat higher calories and be able to maintain your weight? I know, for me, I would, for sure. So we just need to reset your metabolism. And to do that, we're gonna be bringing on more calories. Your body actually needs these calories for its day-to-day operations, right? And without them, you start experiencing all these negative side effects. So that's what's happening here, is you have downshifted your metabolism, and these are the results of you doing that if you're truly eating too low of calories. Now, there's also the binge and restrict cycle. And with that, you're not eating enough calories during the week, so you're not supporting your metabolism, and then you come to the weekend where you're eating an excess of calories, and your body just can't take on all of those calories all at once, so it just stores it as fat. So you're not eating enough here during the week to grow any muscle, maintain your metabolism, and then you have too many calories on the weekend, and your body can't keep up with that, right? So this is why you're depleting your muscle during the week and then just adding fat on the weekend. So that is super common. That I was guilty of that. And doing excessive cardio is just gonna make that gap even larger between where you are and where you should be with maintenance calories. And actually, with all the cardio that you're doing, you're actually increasing your need for maintenance calories. So that's why if you put in an accurate snapshot of what your exercises looks like, that's why your maintenance calories are so high, because your body requires those calories as you're burning them. So let's talk about chronic dieting and its effects. So first things we have to consider is, how long have you been dieting? How many diets have you done? And then how many times have you lost weight and then regained it? I literally was in a diet for, I wanna say, it was probably almost 20 years. And I lost 10 pounds, gained 10 pounds, lost 10 pounds, gained 10 pounds. The thing that, pardon me. So what happens when you do that is you are decreasing your muscle each time, right? Every time you lose weight, it's gonna be a little bit of muscle and a little bit of fat and a lot of water weight at first. So that's what's happening when you go into a diet. Now, if you go into like an excessive calorie restriction, something like 1,200 calories, you're gonna be losing even more muscle, right? So I try to focus on fat loss with my clients, but I'll get to that in a second. So you're losing weight, which is water, muscle, and fat. And then when you rebound, you don't gain muscle back, you gain water, but you gain fat back. And so this is what's going to lead to your altered body composition, right? And not favorably. So you decrease muscle each time you lose weight, and then as you gain it back, then it's coming on as fat. And so you keep doing that over and over and over, and now you've lost your muscle tone, and now you just have more fat on your body. And so this is why for my clients, I recommend a moderate calorie deficit so that you're losing fat and preserving your muscle to keep your metabolism running optimally and ultimately supporting your hormones and improving your health. And then you'll notice, right, with a higher calorie, you're still gonna be able to lose weight. It's not gonna be 2 pounds a week. It's gonna be a more moderate fat loss. And we're gonna be focusing on fat loss and maintaining muscle, if not improving your muscle. And with that, higher calories, we're gonna be sleeping better. Your moods are gonna be better. You're gonna increase your libido. You're gonna lose that belly fat. And then you'll notice improvements in digestion and sleep. I just already said that. So, so this is the advantage to bringing on higher calories and taking a slower approach to weight loss. So the process that I use for my clients is I have them track macros, right? So we're not just counting calories. We're gonna track macros, and that lets us, one moment, that lets us see where the calories are coming from, rather than just focusing on overall calories. We're gonna increase your protein. We're gonna get you up to that 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You're gonna start lifting. If you aren't lifting at all, we're gonna start 3 days a week. If you are currently lifting, then we can do anything from 3 to 5 days a week. So that is up to you, how much time that you have to devote to exercise, but it should be something that you can commit to. So if you can only do 3 days a week, that's perfectly fine, but maybe you can do 4 or 5 days a week. So there's an advantage to that for sure with more muscle gain. And then daily walks or steps, and that's activity that you do every single day, and will decrease the cardio. You don't need to spend all your time on a machine, right? You don't, because it's just increasing your body's need for calories and it's breaking down muscle, right? So when we're in a fat loss phase, we want to decrease cardio, which I know sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, it works. Getting these walks in, daily steps in instead is gonna be way more beneficial than you spending time on doing cardio. And in the process, we're gonna incorporate the foods that you love, right? If you like to drink wine, you can drink wine. If you want chocolate, have chocolate. If you love Fritos like I do, have Fritos. It's not about eliminating foods. We might add foods, in fact, especially if you are in a very low calorie range right now. We're gonna start bringing foods on. Maybe you've eliminated whole food groups, or decided like, I can't have ice cream ever, or I can't have wine ever. If you pull those out, it just sets you up to crave those things. So we're not gonna eliminate those foods. We're gonna add foods in. Maybe you're gonna drink some more water. Yes, we're gonna bring in some vegetables, right, to improve digestion, but we're not eliminating anything, right? Nothing has to come off. And the last thing to focus on is, or I should say not focus on, is that scale weight, because we're looking for fat loss, not weight loss. And yes, there is a difference, right? So you will lose weight, but what we're looking for is to eliminate the fat. And if you're weight training, then you might be actually putting on muscle, which is gonna add some pounds to your frame. Not very many, let me tell you, because it takes a while to build muscle, but you might not see weight loss as quickly. So one of my clients, Stephanie, she complete badass. She totally embraced the weight training, and her weight loss wasn't as significant as what her body composition looked like. So if you take a look at my stories or whatever, you'll see Stephanie's transformation was amazing. She lost 18 pounds, but she lost like 27 inches off of her frame. So she completely transformed her body by eating more calories and by weight training. So that is the power of fat loss. So she you know, it's not always about scale weight. So don't focus on scale weight. Don't be so focused on that number. So this is how you are going to lose weight in your 40s and 50s without giving up the foods that you love. So I do offer one-on-one coaching. I also have a group program that starts every 6 weeks or so. And I also have a self-led program called Level Up. So you can get all the information to my programs on my website. It is www.catalystfitness.net. It's Catalyst with a K. And if you have any questions, please let me know.